Hello, good people. This is Dustin Coyle coming at you again. Some intelligent thoughts. We got you the daily wager for Tuesday, March 28th, which involves some basketball. Talking about basketball, how about fuck the Clippers? What the hell was that last night? Did anybody see how this shit went down? Good God. Or not the Clippers, the Grizzlies. Fuck them both. Honestly, I hate both these teams right now. I hate both these teams right now. So, one day after the Kings rally from down by 18 points with 5 minutes left against the Clippers and win by 1 point, they fuck up my Grizzlies bet yesterday. They don't rally, but they win by 1 point again. The Grizzlies look like shit, 90-91. Buddy Hield draining threes. This is just fucking ridiculous, man. That really pissed me off. Ruined my day yesterday for gambling. Otherwise, I would have been ahead and doing well. Unfortunately, I wasn't. Thank God we got that Utah Jazz to make up for it a little bit. Once I found out Boogie was out. Now, how about the Thunder, man, against Dallas? They end the game on a 14-0 run and win by 1 point, including a jump shot winner from basically the top of the key from Russell Westbrook. Ball and MVP-like performance there. He finishes with 37 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists, 2 steals. Blah, blah, blah. Not a horrible night, huh? I took a plus 200 on the Cavaliers. They lose by 29 points. Score a season low 74. Fuck them. And then the Raptors, I told you they would win. They win their sixth straight. DeRozan scores 36 points. Good game there. And then fuck the Knicks and Pistons, man. They both look like shit. The Pistons are coming back today. It'll be interesting to see how this goes down. All right, so enough about the recapping and all that jazz. Let's get on with the show. First game of the evening, we have the Milwaukee Bucks, 1 game above 500, going to Charlotte to take on the Hornets, 7 games under 500. Let's take a look at the standings real quick. Yes, we have the Bucks in still tied for 5th, 3-way tie with Atlanta and Indiana. I think all 3 of them are playing today, so maybe we can get a little bit of a separation between them here. How about in the Boston, the number 1 seed in the East is this Boston Celtics. That's fucking incredible. Congratulations to you guys. And then Toronto, the number 4 seed, is within 3 games. So that's pretty crazy. Washington 2.5, Cleveland a half game. Definitely some interesting stuff still going on in the East there. But yeah, Milwaukee at Charlotte. Let's look at the preview, see if there's anything. Let's see, they did lose by 15 at home a couple of days ago to the Bulls, which is not incredible. Oh, they played last night? No, they didn't. Okay. Yeah, so Milwaukee 5th in the East, 3-0 against Pacers, dropped 3 of 4 against the Hawks. Charlotte has won 4 of its last 5 games. They're still up in 11th, though. Charlotte hot, Milwaukee somewhat hot. I figure I already looked at the score or the spread. I thought it should be about a 1.5 point favorite for Charlotte. They are a 4-point favorite, I believe. Let's refresh over here at the always valuable betonline.a to the motherfucking G. We have Charlotte -4. I like the Bucks +4. I think the money line is like a +155 or something like that. I think that the Bucks will probably win the game. Charlotte's really good at home, though, so I mean, it's kind of whatever. But +4, even money, I will take that shit. I say go ahead and take it. They're a good team. Game number 2 of the evening, another 5 o'clock game. We have the somewhat disappointing Minnesota Timberwolves going to Indiana to take on the also tied for 5th place Pacers. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Minnesota has been pretty disappointing this year. I think a lot of people thought that they could or should be a playoff team. They have a terrific young talent, young core roster, but it didn't really pan out properly this year. They're going to take on Indiana. I mean, I expect Indiana to win. It looks like everybody's going to play. Let's go take an eyeball at the spread here. The Pacers -3.5. See, I think that's wild. How are the Pacers against Minnesota a lower spread than the Hornets against the Bucks? I don't understand that at all. But, I mean, that works in my favor. I think that the Pacers are going to win the game. Money line minus 165. I think that's a pretty damn good money line. Go ahead and give me that shit. I'll take that and run with it. I think that the Pacers win the game. Moving on to the first of the 5:30 games, we have a bottom feeder matchup that may be interesting. A couple of teams that have been winning a little bit as of late. We have the Philadelphia 76ers, Brooklyn Nets. I think the Nets have won 3 of their last 4 games. They began March with a 16-game losing streak, which is obviously not dope. And then won 7 of their last 15, so 7 and 8 in their last 15 games. That's pretty awesome for the Nets. They're going to be at home against Philadelphia, who's looked very good as well. Dario Saric, Jahlil Okafor has stepped up a little bit. All of them playing pretty damn well there. Saric especially. Let's look at the spread here. What are we looking at? Spread. Brooklyn Nets -3. I think that's almost exactly where I would put it as well. I don't know who's going to win the game. The Nets are hot. I think that the Nets, I would give them a slight advantage, so that's where the -3 comes from, but I don't really see any value for either team in there. So I say stay away from that one. As we move on, as the world turns to the second 5:30 game, we've got losers of 7 or 8 straight. Atlanta Hawks hosting the Phoenix Suns, just making a solid road trip. They lost at Charlotte the other day. I think that Phoenix is getting tired. They're a good team. They have the better scorer out of anybody on the team. It is 7 straight losses for Atlanta. Not good at all. And we're looking at 8 straight losses for Phoenix, though. This is a serious Jesus, the Lakers are within a half game of the fucking Suns? That's not good. I definitely don't think I realized that. The Lakers, in order to get So if the Lakers don't get a 1 through 3 pick, their pick goes to the 76ers. So if they end up getting a 4 or a 5 pick, then we don't even get a first-round pick this year. In this draft, that's going to be a heinous issue. We definitely want one of the top couple of picks there. So if the Lakers could continue losing, that would be fucking fantastic. The Suns are going to do so, I believe. Today, what's the spread here? -8 for the Hawks. -370 on the money line. When I first looked at this, I hated the idea. But losers of 8 straight. I don't even know how many road games in a row they played, but it's at least 3 in the past 4 or 5 days that I can think of off the top of my nugget. Take the Hawks -370. I think that they're going to win the game. I would be pretty damn surprised if they didn't win the game. I'll say that. All right, we move on to the final 5:30 game. This is a good one. A team that, or a matchup that could have pretty serious playoff implications. We have the Miami Heat at the Detroit Pistons. Detroit just played last night. They lost by 14 at the Knicks. Kind of, as I said, might happen. Don't trust them. I don't trust them right now. I still think that they should be about a 1.5 point favorite. But I'm looking at the spread. Where'd you go? Spread is Heat are a 3-point favorite. I think that the Heat will probably, and I wonder, do they have Waiters coming back? That's a good question here, right? We need to see who's available. Yeah, Waiters is going to be out today. I think that's going to be a problem. I don't like the spread for either team. I hate the back-to-back for the Pistons. I also don't like that they're not very good. I told you that last night when they were going to play the Knicks. They were favored, and I thought that was a little bit weird. But without Dion Waiters, I don't know what I can expect from the Heat either. Just stay away from this game. The Heat will probably win it, but just stay away from it. All right, now we get into the good shit. We got 3 games left. Is that true? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 3 games left. NBA TV matchup of the night, if you ask me, or anybody else either, I would imagine. So we've got the Golden State Warriors going to Houston to take on James Harden and the Houston Rockets. Obviously, no Kevin Durant. Everybody for Houston will be in play, from what I understand. Everybody else for Golden State will be in play, from what I understand. Obviously, the goal for Golden State is going to be to keep Houston from shooting the lights out. I think that they're 18-2 anytime that they've shot over 50%. I think they're 27-1 anytime they've scored over 120 points. I think the only loss they have is to the Warriors, because really the Warriors are the only team that can keep up with them. I think that basically the keys for the Warriors in this game is to negate some of the three-point shooting from the Houston Rockets, and while shooting a high percentage themselves, obviously. And for the Rockets, it's just going to be the exact opposite: draining threes, and making it a game where we need like a primetime Steph Curry, Klay Thompson performance for them to keep up. That's going to be the way to go about it for each team. Let's take a look at the spread here. All right. We are looking at the Rockets are a 1.5 favorite. I actually thought that the Warriors would be like a 2 or a 3-point favorite. So right now, I think that Golden State plus 1.5 sounds like a damn good spread. They're a minus 103, so the money line's not fantastic. But a plus 1.5, I'll take that shit for the Golden State Warriors. That sounds pretty promising to me. All right, 2 games left. One of them, 2 teams that are tied for the 8th seed in the West. Denver Nuggets, 35-38, going to Portland to take on the 35-38 Blazers. Both teams are very good. If you remember about a month and a half ago, they made that trade, Nurkic for Plumlee, and it kind of seems to have worked out for both teams. Nurkic is getting the ball quite a bit more in Portland than he did in Denver, and then Plumlee has added a pretty solid foreplay for him. I think that the Blazers will probably win the game. They have a good home court advantage, but I don't really know one way or the other. I don't want to call it one way or the other. They're a 2-point favorite only. I figured that they might be a 4 or 5-point favorite. What's the money line on that? That would be minus 129 for the Blazers. That's really not a bad money line for the Blazers. I like it. I just don't know that I really think they're going to win the game. So I'm going to stay away from it a little bit. But that's a sort of an intriguing money line right there. All right, we move on to the final game of the evening. Another NBA TV matchup. The Washington Wizards, Johnny Wall Ball, probably my favorite player in the league right now. One of my 3. Him, Russ, or James H. are my 3 favorite players. Taking on the Lakers. Going to LA to take on the fucking Lakers. We better lose. That's all I'm going to say. They're going to have their entire team available. We're going to have whoever the fuck ever available, basically, are. Jordan Clarkson might not play. Jeez. Brandon Ingram's not going to play. So this is going to be a game where we lose for sure. Let's take a look at the spread. Wizards minus 9.5 points. And it looks like it's even stretching further that direction. I think that's a guarantee. The money line's going to be a guarantee. It's going to be huge, but it's going to be a guarantee. Minus 525, I'll take that shit. Plus 430 for the Lakers, I don't think that's a very good pick. I actually think that if you combine the minus 525 with the of the Wiz with the minus 370 of the Hawks, you get a pretty good money line combo there. And I think I'm actually going to do that tonight. If not, I'll take each of the money lines and hope it kind of plays out there. All right, let's move on, or let's recap what I just said, not move on. I'm taking the Wiz minus 525 at the Lakers, and I'm going to parlay that with the Hawks at home against Phoenix, minus 370 for the 2 of them. Maybe get that down closer to even money for the 2 victories. I want Golden State plus 1.5 at the Rockets. I think that's a solid pick. And I want, the Indiana Pacers minus 165 at home against the T-Wolves, and the Bucks plus 4 at Charlotte. That's pretty good. Like 5 out of the 8 games, I feel like there's something. We got parlays, we got underdog spreads, we got money lines, we got all that good shit. Should be a pretty interesting night. So what am I doing today? I'm going back to back for you guys. I got all the information ready for my Glory 39 recap show, and that's going to come here in just a second. I might get me a little puffy. And then I'll be coming back to you here in probably 10-15 minutes with a dope-ass, really great Glory 39 recap show. This will be the end of the Daily Wager, and until later, I love you.